I think most people picture engineering as this super dry and boring thing, but there are actually some part of it which can be useful in real life. It helped me not just to earn money, but manage my own life. After working more than 3 years as a software engineer, some habits stuck with me and they actually turned out to be super useful. There are about 9 to 10 items which I wanted to share. Hi, welcome to my channel, ParseTube. In this channel, I try to document my journey and talk about my own experiences, and I hope it helps someone out there. If you could subscribe, that would be amazing. I'd really appreciate it if more people get to see this video. Just the other day, I wanted to go to Düsseldorf to take walking videos for my second channel. The bus I was waiting for suddenly decided not to come and I couldn't catch my train. So I had nothing to do for 1 hour and my brain had some actually time for its storms, brainstorms. And I came up with the idea that to record a video about what practical points did engineering teach me. The first item is having a list of required items. At work, when we get a new item which consists of multiple tasks, the first thing we do is write down what the specific actions need to be taken. We write it down in Trello, ClickUp, Jira, not Jira. A list helps to specify actions, and of course I may not find the best list in the first step, but having a list helps me to have some goals and not think about anything beyond that, to put my time, focus and energy on. After creating that list with my teammates in sessions, we try to find the best item to start with. It is actually the next item. I've learned that after having the list, it's important to prioritize items in it. I've learned that I have to prioritize different things. When I just got in Germany, I had a lot of things to do. Well, when you migrate, you have to build everything from the ground up because you have to live alone. You don't have your parents, their support, your friends, your connections, your language, your car. When I just got in here, I had to find a job, pass university courses, I get a driving license, make some friends, get German language certificate, this and that, and I couldn't do all of them at once. The first thing, I found a job to make a living. It was frustrating. I applied to like 250 companies. I was looking for jobs in English, but I live in Germany, so it made the process even more nerve-wracking. This is the third lesson I have learned. If I have a problem, I don't think too much about it and search it on the internet instead. Most of the times there are already good answers from other people out there. This idea kind of became a general rule for me, and after that I always try to look for similar things to my own problem, things that other people have done before me. Seeing those helps me to find patterns and use them. And I think it's a famous quote that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. For example, when I'm working on a project and I'm supposed to expose an HTTP endpoint, I look for places in the project where a similar thing is implemented already. It helped me to code consistently, and besides that, it helped me to understand the system better, see whether there's any problem with that former implementation, and see how can I fix it. This point somehow taught me to trust other people. You of course can't create a database on your own. You have to use databases that other people have created. And it means that you have to trust the system that other people have created. This trust relieved me from worrying about a lot of things. In a company, if it's big enough, there are multiple layers above you, beneath you, and well, you don't have the time to assure the quality of their work which is related to yours. You should trust people in other layers. It's maybe obvious to you already, but actually understanding it was hard for myself. I was thinking that I have to do it myself to make sure it's working fine. Number 4 is keeping track of everything. I mean everything. It's like an OCD for me, and I don't really recommend it in this level, but I keep track of everything. My mood, my time, my activities, my expenses, and all that. I try to write my mood down every day for the past couple of years. I'm not disciplined, I just need it. I talked about it more in this video. Just the other day I was sad about something and I was thinking with myself, wow, back then was amazing. I didn't had any concerns. But then I read my notes and realized that no, it has always been this way. And tracking my expenses changed a lot. 2 years ago, I was in a moment that money just came in and disappeared, and I had no clue where it was going. So I tried to write down my expenses for 1 month in a Google sheet, and then I realized I was spending a crazy amount on restaurants. I was ordering lunch at work almost every single day. At the time, I was living with my parents and I actually could blow half of my income on food, but now, not a chance. So I started bringing lunch from home and I could save about a quarter of my income. I write my expenses in Google Sheet, but for smaller ones like groceries, drinks, coffee, I use an app called Buddy. It's actually so cute, so I use it. I write my activities in Google Calendar and write my moods in Google Doc. Some are safe, but where you write them doesn't matter at all. What does it have to do with engineering? Well, in engineering, we have observability, which is a combination of a lot of things. At work, we'll look at different charts, different logs and documents to monitor resource consumptions, error, how often they occur, and a lot of things. I remember something new as a combination of this tracking thing and that looking for similar patterns thing. I ended up using a solution, using a fix from an old problem to deal with the one I'm facing now. The next habit which gets stuck to me was not waiting for the best answer. Most of the times at work, we didn't have time to wait for the best answer. Sometimes reaching to the best answer consumes a lot of resources, consumes a lot of time, and at some point I realized that time is the most important resource. But maybe I think this way because I'm not rich. I think it's way better to just put your idea out there, whether it's a YouTube channel, a feature, and a store, whatever, and then see how it does. You can always track how it's performing and improve it as you go. The item number 7 was understanding the trade-offs. In one word, forget about zeros and ones. The answer is something in between. That's what I keep telling myself. That's why people spend their whole life digging into a single topic, because there is no one right direction. Every path has trade-offs and figuring it out takes time. So I'm always gonna lose something. So based on the priority, the item number 2, I choose which one to lose. Wow. Item number 8 is reducing marginal costs. Sometimes I think the whole engineering thing deep down is about managing resources, about how to spend less. For example, right now, editing videos takes me a long time, really long time, and it's really bothering me. I can't skip the whole step of adding effects. But since I started using shortcuts, they're saving me a lot of time. I can't remove a big thing, a big step, but I can trim it down a bit. I can shave off the extra, and that's all. This was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if this video might help you. Don't forget to subscribe. Your support is very appreciated. Be curious and keep learning.